Am I the a-hole for wanting to attend my best friend's wedding? I am 28 male, have been with my partner, female 26, for a year and a half. I have known one of my best friends, female 27, for 5 years, and I am also close with her. Fiance who is 27 they were some of the few friends I had when I first moved to a new city. They are getting married in another state, about an 8 hours trip from where I wasn't invited. They told me that it wasn't personal, that other partners and even some extended family weren't invited either due to budget and space limitations. Since they've only met my partner twice, she did not make the list. I honestly wasn't happy about it because I wanted her to be there with me. I even offered to cover all of her costs, but they said that it wasn't possible. They explained that there is a waiting list. If someone drops out, she might get an invite. They apologized for the situation. It took me a couple of days to tell my partner, but when I did, she surprised me. She said that she understood, even if she was a bit upset. She even offered to come on the trip and stay in the hotel while I went to the wedding. I told her that would be really thoughtful, but it wasn't necessary. A few days later, she brought it up again. She said that after talking to her friends, they suggested a compromise. I could go to the ceremony, but skip the reception to be with her. I disagreed. I plan to spend my life with her, and we'll have plenty of moments together. But this wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event for close friends, and they specifically wanted me to be there to celebrate with them. I suggested that we plan a special trip together afterward to make it up to her. Now she says that when we get married, she doesn't want to invite my friend and her fiancé, kind of as payback for the situation. But I don't feel that way. To me, if I can't invite 2 of my 5 closest friends, then what is the point of even having a wedding? I know my partner has every right to be upset, and that she's under no obligation to sit around while I go to an event that she's excluded from. But am I a hole for wanting to attend the wedding fully and still planning to invite my friend and her fiancé to my own wedding?
Relevant. Top comments.
They moved states before we got together. My friends met my... I didn't say that. I said that I understand if she doesn't want to come, but I would be very happy if she could travel with me and wait. For me in the hotel, I just want to attend to the whole wedding process, not just one part of it. I understand that was a misleading writing. The context was lost in translation. I wrote this in my original language first, then translated to English. The original text was something like, I told her that would be great, but that she didn't have to if she was not comfortable doing it. To be honest, I didn't have anyone to talk to while my girlfriend was talking to her friends. My friends were involved in this situation, and I couldn't talk to them, but I took something good of every opinion here, even the ones that were just offending me. Lol. I could understand my GF better, talk to my friends about how this was not okay, and find a middle ground so everyone is pleased.
Update 10 months later. Am I the a-hole for anonymously asking Reddit for advice? After a disagreement over my friend's wedding, around September of last year, I made a post. I eventually deleted it, not because I disliked the responses. In fact, they helped me realize that I was wrong about several things. What happened afterward? After reading all the comments, I reached out to my friend because I didn't want this situation to damage either my relationship or our friendship. I told her how conflicted I had been. I explained that I felt like I was being pulled between 2 people I loved, and that I had turned to Reddit because I genuinely didn't know what was the right thing to do. I never mentioned anyone's real name, location, or any identifying information, but someone who recognized the story sent it to her. She was understandably very hurt. Reading hundreds of strangers criticizing her wedding decisions and calling her selfish or cheap was something that she had not expected, and I completely understand why it affected her. People also sent me DMs, calling me weak, saying that my girlfriend should leave me, and making all kinds of assumptions about my relationship. Neither of us expected that posting an anonymous request for advice would turn into thousands of people judging us. Personally, we talked for a long time, and by the end of the conversation, I truly believed that we had worked everything out. She told me that she still valued our friendship, still wanted me at the wedding, and asked me to delete the Reddit post because she knew that she would keep coming back to read the comments and that they would continue to hurt her. So I deleted it. I thought that would be the end of it. Instead, over the following months, she gradually disappeared from my life. She removed me from social media, left the group chats we shared, and stopped replying whenever I reached out about completely unrelated things. When she visited my city, where she had usually stayed, in my guest room, she intentionally avoided letting me know that she was there. After several months of silence, I eventually asked a mutual friend if something had happened. That is when I found out that she had decided that I was no longer welcome in her life. She never told me herself. I learned it through someone else. I won't pretend that did not hurt. She had been one of the people who supported me during one of the hardest periods of my life, when I felt like I had almost no one else around me. Because of that, I genuinely believed that we shared one of the closest friendships I had. Looking back, I realized that our friendship may not have meant the same thing to both of us, but eventually, I accepted it and moved on. The positive side is that my relationship with my partner became much stronger. The entire experience forced me to rethink my priorities. I learned that it's important to value the people who consistently choose to be part of your life, instead of exhausting yourself trying to hold on to relationships that may no longer be mutual. We've now been together for over 2 years. We're building a wonderful life together, and I'm planning to propose very soon. Last month, I found out, through our mutual acquaintances' social media posts, that the wedding had already taken place. Seeing those pictures made me think about everything that had happened over the past year. I understand why she was hurt after finding the post. I was hurt too, not only by many of the comments, but also by how everything had unfolded afterward. But I still find myself wondering,